Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates and the second to last episode of Ahsoka, episode 7. Bertie, thank you very much for the 79 pence super chat. Bertie, appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hope you're all doing well. Noah, hello there. Diogo, Zegina, Tibor, Jeremy, Danger Cat, hello there. And no, you will not get a mod. If you ask one more time, I'll time you out. I know, right? It's kind of sucks that next week is last episode because there's probably gonna be a big gap before the next, anything Star Wars really because of the writer's strike. I mean, that was like 150 days, so that's almost half a year of delays, plus probably even more considering they have to shut it down, start it up again. So I'd imagine that. I'd imagine that we're probably gonna have like almost a year delay on every planned series, if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, honestly, don't listen to Martin. I've kind of lost all credibility. I'm honestly not sure if Martin is trolling at this point or not, because literally every stream he comes in and says how bad Ahsoka is, and then I saw him on my last video saying how bad Battlefront 2 is and Battlefront 1 is better. So I'm almost starting to think he's ironic. Otherwise, it's kind of sad. But nevertheless, it was definitely not a perfect episode. I'll give you that. I thought 5 and 6 was better, but it was still a good episode. Ezra should have used his lightsaber. I hope we get to see that. I mean, I'm sure like Hyang has a collection on his ship, but it makes sense, to be honest. He hasn't touched a lightsaber for 10 years or something, I think. But he's used the Force a lot for 10 years. So I think it kind of makes sense, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of dangerous to use a lightsaber. We all know that. And if you haven't used one for 10 years, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, it makes more sense than him picking it up and then being a master with it instantly. Plus, I don't think he knows how bad like Sabine is with a lightsaber. I mean, she just literally told him that she became an apprentice under Ahsoka, and at least I would think that means, oh, you're pretty good with a lightsaber, you know? But obviously she isn't. She barely even uses it. But nevertheless, I'm sure we'll see him with a lightsaber. I don't think he's gonna like, I'm never gonna touch a lightsaber. I mean, if he just gets a little refresher course with Hyang, maybe he'll be back with another lightsaber next episode. I think that would be cool. That would be like 3 lightsaber wielders, maybe. Fortnite stream. Yeah, I should probably give that a go. How does it work with the... It's getting really warm in here. I'm gonna open up the window for the door. Is it like previous things where you gotta pay like $60 to get both the battle pass and to unlock the hero? Or I mean the skin, or can I just start playing? Because I would like to have Ahsoka, but I don't know. I haven't played much Fortnite since the last time a skin dropped that I live streamed, basically. Star Wars Eclipse coming to consoles. I don't think we know much about Star Wars Eclipse, unfortunately, but yes, it probably is, or definitely is. Hello to Martin, how's it going? I know, right, David? I hate Senator Siono. He's such an idiot, to be honest. I kind of like that role, that she's not Force sensitive, or at least very vague. I hope that she's not gonna all of a sudden be like, oh, now I can use the Force. I mean, we've already seen her try to use the Force multiple times, and she's basically not been able to do it. So I kind of hope that it stays that way, to be honest, that she's not a Force wielder, or at least a very, very weak Force wielder, that she focuses more on martial stuff and Mandalorian fighting techniques and things like that. Chili C, hello there. Thank you very much. I'm glad you still play the game, and I'm. It's crazy that when people say that they grew up with my videos, but I mean, those videos were almost 10 years ago now, or 8 years ago, depending on where, obviously when. When you're what time time frame you're talking about. What do you think is the big threat? I mean, Thrawn, and I guess whatever the Night Sisters might be carrying in their cargo. And also, I'm still really, really intrigued on what Balin's skull is out for. There's only one episode left, and we still have no clue what he's looking for there, which is kind of like there's not even a hint or anything. Is it the Zepho? Is it the father and the son? Is it? I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Oh, thank you guys. Appreciate it. I got a big ass trophy. Look at this. I had to make room on the shelf. Very nice. Oh. Very nice. But now I've moved up to the class or division or whatever you want to call it. That's one step up. So now I got to grind from the bottom again. So it's probably going to be a while before I end up in any more top 3 situations. But nevertheless, I'm happy I managed to get like 4 wins and 1 big second place before I moved up. Did you like C-3PO? Yes. I thought it made total sense. Like, a lot of times there's a cameo where there's like, doesn't make sense. This made total sense. And I'm glad they did this instead of having a iffy CGI Leia. So, to be honest, I really like C-3PO, especially that he got the senator to shut up. So, yeah. You get it for nothing. You just go to a point of interest and claim stuff. All right, Luke. I might be a good thing to do either before the last episode or something, like a little bit of a hype thing. I'll definitely look into it. Yeah, there's something up with Balin. It was so weird that I'm assuming he's trained Shin for quite a while, and then he's just like, oh, by the way, our destinies are different. Goodbye. Okay, that's all. Thrawn has been packing his ship for almost 3 episodes. I mean, 3 episodes. I feel like we haven't progressed much time-wise, and they did say 3 rotations, so I'm assuming that's 3 days. And it feels like, I mean, Ahsoka just arrived. I feel like we're just talking pretty much hours or in between the episodes. Or I guess since they were almost done, maybe 1 day per episode, roughly. Yeah, maybe, David. I kind of feel like the zombie stuff we might not see that next episode, or I feel like there's just too much stuff to wrap up. Are they gonna get back to the main galaxy? Are the crew gonna get back to the main galaxy? What is Balin's skull doing there? I mean, there's so many threads that are loose that I feel like deploying that zombie army might be something for the next season or for a long-term plan. But it's almost, I'm just afraid it's gonna be the Book of Boba Fett finale was a bit rushed, and yeah, I don't know. None of the finales recently have like Book of Boba Fett or Mando season 3 have been that good. So I'm hoping they planned out the finale here well. Chili Sea, I'm glad to hear, and I really, really hope we get another Battlefront game, or honestly, that we get another multiplayer game. I will be covering a multiplayer Star Wars shooter as much as I covered Battlefront, because, you know, it's that kind of gameplay I'm out for. It doesn't matter if it has a Battlefront name on it. Choose your ending. Heroes defeat Thrawn in an epic battle. Thrawn comes back and it leaves us with a cliffhanger. Honestly, Thrawn comes back and leaves us with a cliffhanger. If they defeat Thrawn this quickly, one last episode, that makes no sense. We still have probably more seasons. We have the Filoni movie. It doesn't make any sense to me that he would just show up and be defeated that quickly. So I think he's definitely not. It could be like a minor defeat, like they stop him from returning to the galaxy at this point, or they destroy his cargo, you know, something that gives him a setback but still allows him to be the main villain moving forward. That's what I think. Also going General Grievous. Did you enjoy the show? Yeah, so far I've really enjoyed it. I feel like for me, I mean, I'm gonna say if the finale is good, it might be my favorite Star Wars series. If it's good, because I feel like that really, because the build up, this characters, the cinematography has been great, and if we get that perfect ending, it might end up being my favorite like show, but we'll see. Yeah, exactly. Like how Thrawn got out the Purgil's grip, that I feel like we're never gonna learn, but I want to.
What you made me.
I definitely want to know what Balin's up to. Thank you very much, Chili C, for the $2 super chat. Awesome, long live the Battlefront updates. Thank you very much, my friend. I promise you, the Battlefront updates will always be here. It might be called something else, or the channel is going to have the same name, but it might be. Well, I hope they're going to make another Star Wars multiplayer game. That's all I can say. And in that case, I will be covering it with updates, update videos. But yeah. Also, like Nightbot just posted in the chat, don't miss out on G Fuel's BOGO. Wait, can I just click that link? There it is. Right now, buy one, get one for free. Super deal. You can get a lot of different flavors. You pay for one, you get another one for free. And if you use the link in the description, you directly support the channel. They do have flavors such as the best flavor, which no other flavor has so far topped, the PewDiePie flavor, among many others. Like right now, now I can actually, now that they just released the hydration PewDiePie, I can kind of alternate between them. Do I want caffeine? I drink this one. Do I want hydration? I drink this one. I know they have like a million flavors, but the PewDiePie's one is the best. So yeah, if you guys want to try it out, don't miss out. And also, I actually got one of these I can show you now, which I didn't have before. For those of you who have never tried G Fuel and might not want to buy a big one, these ones are only about $10, $11, depending on if you use sales and stuff. But use code Sheev, you'll get the best deal. You get one of these shakers, and you get one pack of these, which are 7 different servings, different flavors. Oh wait, that's the way it's supposed to be. All for a very cheap price. I mean, $10, that's like what a shaker costs. So you get a shaker plus 7 servings, different flavors. Also available through the link in the description. But use code Sheev if you buy those. The BOGO does not stack with my link, or the BOGO does not stack with my code. But if you pick up a starter kit, you should use the code for an extra 20% off. So don't miss out on that. Any purchases directly support the channel. So you just go in here, pick whatever flavors you want. I just saw one called Mighty Poo. Yeah, there it is, Mighty Poo. But yeah, appreciate you guys continuing to use my code and continuing to buy through the link. Very much appreciated, guys. Build his own lightsaber. I mean, problem with that is you gotta find the kyber crystal, and that's probably not too easy in a different galaxy. Did you see the new Xbox? IGN gave it 7. What? I'm so confused. My favorite Star Wars series is the Clone Wars, while I think objectively the best Star Wars series is Tartakovsky's Clone Wars. Which one's that? I'm confused. Is that the Clone Wars movie? Chili C, I'm fully with you there. I feel like the finale could break an otherwise really good season if it's super rushed, and they've spent a lot of time, good time in my opinion, building up the characters and not making it feel rushed so far. So if they rush the crap out of the finale, that's going to be very disappointing, to be honest. Which is why I really hope that it's not. And like you said, it could set up. This is what's going to set up season 2. It's going to set up Mando season 4. It's going to set up the Filoni movie and whatever else they're working on. Maybe Skeleton Crew, if that ties into it in any way. So the finale feels really important. So I hope Filoni's done something good. I kind of agree with your theory, Diogo. I do think Thrawn will escape. And I also do have a hunch that one of the main characters might either die or get stranded. And yeah, I think Balin might release an ancient evil, or at least die from whatever power it is that he is seeking. I don't think that ancient evil will be the threat of the Filoni movie. That's the only part of that theory I don't agree on, because I do think that I feel like they do want Thrawn and the Imperials to be the main villain. If they have some weird evil entity, I don't know. That wouldn't be as exciting in my opinion. Oh, it's a 2D anime. Yeah, was that a series? Yeah, maybe it was a series. I do remember actually seeing that on like Cartoon Network when I was a kid. But it was kind of strange. When does the Dave Filoni movie come out? I don't think we really know. It's probably like, yeah, like you said, 2027 or something like that. I don't think we have a. I don't think we really know anything. Like we know that Andor season 2 was supposed to release next year, but might now be delayed further due to the writer strike. So, yeah, tricky to say, to be honest. Do you think our heroes are gonna make it back to the galaxy we know, or start a path in this new galaxy? I don't think they're gonna start a path in a new galaxy, but I think they might struggle to get back. I just don't. I'm still like a bit confused on how that the Eye of Sion actually works. Like, are they actually gonna? Well, I'm assuming they're gonna transport the Star Destroyer, because I just realized that they're packing all the cargo onto the Star Destroyer, to Chimera. So can they like connect this destroyer to the Eye of Sion and that way transport it? In that case, I feel like the only way they're getting back is being prisoners or infiltrating it, or I don't know. They could maybe in some way call the Purgil back and use those, but I'm not sure. It's hard to say. I think I enjoyed Ahsoka on the same level as Mando season 1 and 2. I'm definitely willing to agree on that. Right now, depending on how it ends, it's up there with season 1 and 2 of Mando and Andor for me. It's definitely above season 3 Mando and above above Obi-Wan and above Book of Boba Fett. For me, personal opinion, obviously. Are you gonna watch Loki season 2? Yes, definitely. I think it's pretty cool. It's nice that it's starting pretty much when Ahsoka ends, right? I mean, I'll agree that Ezra was. But I mean, who do we ever see using the Force to a crazy extent where they can like? I thought Ezra's power level was fairly decent. I thought it was really cool when we got to see him stop Shin's lightsaber with the Force, and you could even see like the plasma kind of like emitting from his Force stop. So I feel like, I mean, we can always nitpick. I feel like he was maybe a little bit too weak against the Stormtroopers, but it did take out a lot of Stormtroopers without a problem, though. But he was being able to handle Shin with that lightsaber, and I mean, still, he wasn't a Jedi even. I mean, to be honest, Ezra, he was an okay Jedi, but he was still a Padawan, I would say. So I still think I don't know. I thought his power levels lacks creativity. That one I'll agree on. He could definitely have thrown stuff at him. Maybe not have had to use hand-to-hand combat as much. I thought his power level was reasonable, but maybe his creativity was a bit bad. I'll agree on that. I don't know if there's a season 2 confirmed, to be completely honest. I don't think it is. I think the only confirmed stuff right now are like of Andor season 2, The Acolyte, and Bad Batch season 3, Skeleton Crew. I mean, the Filoni movie is confirmed. I think there's probably going to be a season 2 of Ahsoka. I'd be very disappointed otherwise. Sam, how's it going, man? I thought it was really good. I mean, it was pretty good. It wasn't episode 5 and 6 good, but it was still good. I quite liked it, but it was some parts that were a little bit annoying. It was an average Ahsoka episode, I would say. Not the top ones, but it set up the last episode to hopefully be something special. Pat, how's it going? Did I miss the hot take regarding the red robes on the Stormtroopers? Well, I don't know what... Well, I guess most people's take is that it's... Either they've just used those red robe thingies on the Stormtroopers to patch them up because they couldn't get new Stormtrooper armor in a different galaxy, or they're actually undead Stormtroopers like Maruk, based on Night Sister magic, and I don't know, the red is to show the collaboration between hot take, they're dead. Yes, Per, that's my thought as well. They probably are dead, at least dead or boosted by Night Sister magic. I mean, for those of you who have seen Clone Wars, when Savage Opress dies, he kind of does the same thing as Maruk. The green Night Sister smoke kind of flies out from his body, but that didn't mean that he was undead. He was just juiced up on Night Sister magic. So I still don't know if I think they're dead or just powered up. Could be dead. I mean, it's probably quite hard to feed like 1,000 Stormtroopers in a different galaxy without any resources. So maybe they had to prioritize Thrawn. Because, I mean, he obviously had a bit of stomach, so he hasn't been starving there. I fully agree, Sam. Ezra might be one of the best castings they've done in Star Wars. It's crazy how similar Ezra is to the Rebels version. What? Diogo, you gave Andor a 4 out of 10? Whoa. Whoa. Man, your ratings are all over the place. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but that you gave Ahsoka a 9 and the Andor a 4. Oof. Okay, so if I'm gonna give my ratings, but that's only based on where Ahsoka is now, I'd probably give Mando season 1 like a 9, Mando season 2 8.5. No, actually, maybe Mando season 1 8, Mando season 2 9, Mando season 3 7, 6, something like that. Andor 9, if not 10. Book of Boba Fett 6. Kenobi 6. Ahsoka right now 8 or 9. It really depends on where it ends. If it's a super rushed ending, it's gonna really drag down the series, in my opinion. But yeah, that's my ratings. And the thing is, I understand, like, Andor being slow, it is slow. It's so different than other Star Wars stuff, but that's why I loved it. It felt like a series that was really, really good standalone, and then it just happened to be in the Star Wars universe. Like, I'm surprised that, like, my parents loved it, my cousin loved it. They're not, like, much into Star Wars otherwise. or at least not like me. But they really enjoyed it. Whereas my sister said that she watched like one episode and then they got bored of it and didn't watch more. So I don't know. I really liked Andor. I thought it was great. Glad you agree, Sam. I also think Andor is around 4 out of 10. I mean, I feel like that's really a make or break series. Otherwise, you really enjoy that pace and everything, or you thought it was, yeah, slow. And by the way, me and Sam will hopefully be starting a Lord of the Rings channel soon. So keep your eyes peeled. Depends on when, well, we both get time to actually get it started. You all are crazy if you think Andor is worse than Kenobi. The thing is, something that I feel like it's really hard for me when I judge Star Wars is this a great series or movie out of a cinematic and writing perspective, or is it out of a I really enjoy it perspective? Because like I feel like Kenobi was still pretty high up there when it comes to enjoyment, because I really enjoyed seeing Hayden and Ewan back, but I mean the writing and the stuff like that was really poor at sometimes. Whereas, you know, like Andor is just 10 out of 10 writing, acting, cinematography, but maybe a little bit less exciting. So it's hard to. Same thing as I think episode 3 is the best movie. I know it's not the best writing or even the best acting, but out of my pure enjoyment standpoint, episode 3 is my favorite. I Revenge of the Sith. I just think it's great. Per, I did see that as well. I didn't read too much into it. I think that comment was. I don't know if that comment was because he feels like he's done and does not want to continue the role. But yeah, I did see that about Bo-Katan taking over the role as. I mean, because it's called The Mandalorian, which I guess technically could be any Mandalorian, but. And I mean, the recent seasons has maybe not focused as much on him as it did previously. We've got Grogu, we got the whole Mandalorian army and whatever. But yeah, I thought it was an interesting comment. I don't know if I think that was purely just his opinion. Maybe he's probably definitely going to be in season 4. But maybe after season 4, he wants to slowly phase out of that role. I mean, I do know some actors hate when they get stuck in a role for like 10 seasons or 10 movies, whereas some don't mind at all. So maybe he just don't want to play that role for 20 years. And that's... But in that case, I feel like maybe they could just stop calling it The Mandalorian and call it something else, because it's obviously so much, you know, you got all these characters, Grogu. Is there no more generic name you could call it? I don't know. Obi-Wan was such a waste of potential. Yeah, that's what also kind of drags it down. I mean, like the fights were great between Obi-Wan and Vader, and seeing all of that stuff just makes you realize how much better it could have been. It's kind of like the sequels feeling where you're like, I don't hate exactly everything that happened and the big overarching story plot points, but the execution was so bad. You know, like I don't hate that Palpatine returned. I like it, makes total sense that he returned, but the way he did was crap. Like it wasn't planned, it wasn't explained. He just said, "Oh, by the way, here's Palpatine. He has 1,000 Star Destroyers that can destroy planets." Like really, if they actually built it up, it's fine. You know. Yeah, that's true. In the they probably want to sign Pedro Pascal for at least another season and the movie. But yeah, it's gonna be so exciting to see. I wonder if it's that gonna be the. I feel like there's so many Star Wars movies that have been canceled at this point that I don't even know what's still happening. But it wouldn't surprise me if more Star Wars movies gets canceled, and it ends up at the point where the Filoni movie is going to be the first Star Wars movie in like 10 years. And that would be crazy because obviously we see the hype around Mando, Ahsoka. Imagine being in a theater and seeing that live. I think that would be very nice. How's it going, Emrys? Good to see you. Episode 8 is going to be lit. I sure hope so. I think it would just be an absolute waste if it's not a good finale. What do you think about AI, Elliot? Do you think it's drying jobs? I don't know. I mean, at this point, I mean, sure, it might be a little bit too much AI, but I use AI for some of my thumbnails. I've used AI to write some texts. It's incredibly... I mean, I understand people who have those jobs, like being a writer, and that if you can be replaced by AI, that's not nice, but it's just the way you gotta evolve. And that might sound harsh, and I might be missing a big point, but I kind of feel like if a job can be replaced by AI or robots, you know, a new job is gonna show up to take care of those. You know, like when a lot of factory workers were phased out during, I don't know, 50 years ago or even more, because robots could do their jobs, you need someone to take care of the robots. Same thing as you need someone to write the AI. So yeah, maybe at some point, I feel like there's always going to be jobs. There are some jobs that are going to go away because of AI, but there are also new jobs popping up that didn't exist 10 or 20 years ago. So I know some people whose jobs might be replaced by AI do not like that. Hell, I could probably be replaced by AI. I mean, I'm sure there's probably already are AI that can make YouTube videos. I mean, I could literally generate script to my videos using AI, I think. It might not be very personal, but I'm pretty sure if I said like, I haven't tried that to be honest, but if I just threw an article into GPT and said, make a one-page script out of this. I don't know if it's that smart though, because usually I don't just read an article straight up. I reference back to old videos, to old updates, to tweets, to... I don't know if AI can do that yet, but yeah. Would you be okay if Thrawn ends up joining the New Republic after season 2 of Ahsoka, or do you rather him die? I would rather him die. I don't think... No, I don't see how Thrawn ever could join. I mean, no. I don't think so. Unless there's like a huge out-galaxy threat that they all have to work together against. I don't see that happening, no. I would much rather have him die than join the New Republic. From my experience, the AI, it can build a fantastic framework and setting, but it usually lacks in the point of depth in characters. A great example of this is Landa in Glorious... Wait. Is Landa in Inglourious Bastards written by AI? Or... No, wait, what am I missing? Landa was one of my favorite characters. I mean, he's the Nazi general, right? Whoa, shit, that's going on.
I am what you made me.
Thank you very much, Bertie, for the £1 super chat. Appreciate it, Bertie. I think AI smart. Well, it is pretty smart. But wait, isn't it called Hans Landa? Is that... Yeah, that's the... Yeah, Inglourious Bastards. But what does he do? What does he have to do with AI? If he was written by AI, I will say that's very impressive. Because that character is freaking 10 out of 10. It's probably one of my favorite movies. Do you think Thrawn has seen an even greater evil coming to the known galaxy and that's why he wants power, or do you think he's just an evil bad guy like Palpatine? I think he's somewhere in between. Like he's not. I don't think he's seen a. I don't think he's seen a greater evil that he wants to like. But I think it's more. I don't think it's also Palpatine. Palpatine just wanted immortality. He wanted power, 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 and basically for him to be able to kill everyone else and survive forever. I think Thrawn is more about order. He just wants the galaxy to be in order, and if that means he's going to be empowered, then so be it. So more to that degree than being just someone who wants to kill everyone and Palpatine style, evil, super evil. He's more tactically. I don't even know if Thrawn is considered evil, or I mean, he's obviously working for the Empire, who doesn't mind killing. So yeah, he's evil, but not the same way. I think he's more just he wants order, kind of. Hello to Connor boy, how's it going? No, land that could never be created with AI. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, he's definitely, yeah, that's what I think. The thing is, I don't really know what AI is used for that much now, so I can't judge it. What I do know is that it creates really good texts. Like I was gonna make a Facebook ad, and I was writing up a bunch of stuff, and then I just wrote in a little prompt to ChatGPT, and it generated my entire ad way better than I could have ever spelled it out. So yeah, I don't know how much AI. I did hear that AI writes some scripts and then writers actually correct the AI generated scripts or something like that. I think that's, and then yeah, that's probably gonna end up having very, very bland bland storytelling. Thrawn and Thanos sound like the same dude. Yes, I'm glad they're from two different universes at least. Well, they're both blue though, so I mean Thrawn, Thanos, blue. But like we talked about in the car last time, I still now that I've talked about Star Wars pretty much every day, I don't really have that problem anymore. But I remember when I was a kid, I was so confused about Jabba the Hutt and Jango Fett. Like, is it Jango the Fett or Jabba? No, is it Jango the Hutt or Jabba Fett? Yeah, that thing was confusing as hell when I was a kid. But yeah. Do you think both Balin and Shin will be redeemed? Shin will turn good at the end after her. Yeah, my guess for that is that Balin will find whatever power it is that he's seeking, and that power will probably kill him. And Shin will probably be redeemed. She already seems to question a lot of the things, like just the sole fact of following Sabine. I don't think Shin is necessarily evil, so Shin might turn to the good side, yes. And I don't think... I even feel like... I even kind of feel like Balin isn't really evil. He just does what he has to get this power. He does job as a mercenary. He didn't even want to kill Ahsoka, to be honest, from what I could tell. So Balin just kills if necessary. It's not like a Sith who kills because they want to. So yeah, Shin and Balin are definitely some of the best characters. So I'm curious how they're gonna wrap that up. I wonder if they, because I'm assuming they already filmed the entirety of this before Ray Stevenson passed away. So I wonder if they planned to have his character continue on, and if they're open to actually recasting him. I feel like that's it doesn't feel right, but I still saw a lot of comments today from people actually suggesting that and having some pretty good actors as potential replacements. If done right, I don't think that's completely wrong, but I don't know what they've planned for the finale. Glad you liked it, Connor boy. Next week is gonna be interesting for sure. Do you think the Mortis arc from the Clone Wars hasn't finished yet, and Filoni will bring it back in Ahsoka? The thing is that's one of the things that a lot of people have speculated that Baylan Skoll is actually looking for. The I don't know, something to do with Mortis. But that I personally thought that when I saw Clone Wars, the whole Mortis arc with the son, the father, the daughter was very confusing and kind of trippy. So to bring that into live action and trying to explain to a fairly casual viewer what the hell that is, I don't know. There could be, I mean, we got World Between Worlds, but yeah. Tricky to say. Gerard Butler as... Wait, who's that? I recognize the name, but I need to check it. Gerard Butler. Yeah, he definitely has a look to match Baylan, that's for sure. I can't really say that I can't say that I've seen him in... Oh, wait, does he play... Oh, wait, he plays... I don't remember his name, in 300. I didn't even know that. That's a very different role, not as calm and collected as Baylan, but could be a good replacement probably. See you later, Per. Thank you for dropping by. Glad you were able to catch a stream. Boston Beast, how's it going? Wait, Dominic Purcell has replaced Ray Stevenson in post-production? Really? Who's that? Dominic Purcell. I guess if he grows out the beard, he probably... Oh yeah, I do recognize him. I don't remember what I recognize him from, but... Prison Break? I haven't even seen Prison Break. I don't know. I recognize the face, but I don't know if I've seen anything he's in. Oh, Mission Impossible 2? Interesting. Hello, Catherine. Oh, you've seen it twice already. Nice. Yeah, I kind of never do that because basically, whenever I watch it once, obviously, and then when I edit my clips, I feel like I watch it 10 more times. Like, I've probably seen the Thrawn appearance scene 25 times by now. Because every time I edit, you know, I watch the clip, I cut them up, and then I end up like, oh, wait, this again. I should probably watch it. So I don't watch them as a whole more than once. Then I watch the scenes in my editing software, kind of. I think Skeleton Crew probably coming early next year or probably December. Yeah, I feel like, considering they haven't said anything about it yet, I think it's probably going to be delayed until next year. Oh, is Counter-Strike 2... Wait, Counter-Strike 2 potentially releasing tonight? They're not announcing that in advance? Interesting. I did play a little bit. It's been a while since I played Counter-Strike Go, though. But I've played it quite a bit. Pharrell, I do think the next episode is going to be a cliffhanger. Maybe not for the film, because I feel like we might get another season. We might get a Mando Season 4 and some of those things before the movie, but... we'll see. Very secretive with the release date. I guess that makes sense, but it would be weird if they kind of just blindly released it. But yeah. I have not played Rainbow Six Siege. Yeah, I find it kind of weird that they didn't have Seb in there, to be honest. I mean, they mentioned him and they showed him in Mando, but they for some reason didn't bring him in there. I think Skeleton Crew needs to happen before the film. Yeah, but I think we're probably gonna get Skeleton Crew, Mando season 4, maybe even Ahsoka season 2 before the movie comes out. I wonder how much in the movie they're gonna how much they're gonna dare reference the series, if that makes sense. Like, are you gonna be able to just pick up the movie and watch it and know nothing about Star Wars or Mando and still understand everything? Or are they gonna lean a little bit towards hoping that viewers have seen Mando and Ahsoka? I kind of hope so. Not to the point where they overly reference stuff, but at least to the point where it's not gonna be like, oh, here's Thrawn. Do you know who Thrawn is? Look, this bad guy. Like, you know. I don't think Thrawn will die before the movie comes out either, no. I mean, I feel like usually it feels like the ending has to have some weight to it, but I feel like there's already so much stuff at stake that they don't need to like kill Thrawn for the ending to have any meaning. I mean, it could be one of the good guys who dies. It could be Balin Skull. I mean, we got that entire arc with Shin and Balin and whatever power he's seeking. Will they even get back to the galaxy? There's a lot of ways that big stakes or stuff could happen without Thrawn dying or being defeated, if that makes sense. Boston Beast really hustling. Hopefully they pay you okay. Thank you for watching for so long, Farrell. I appreciate it. Happy to see some old time viewers dropping by. General Grievous, I fully agree with. I think it's a 7 out of 10. Solid, but kind of filler. Builds up for the last episode. Yeah, Ezra talks a lot about going home, making you feel like it's like, yeah, it makes you feel like he's gonna be stuck there again or die potentially. But then also that would also kind of suck if they, they cast him really well and he's great, and then he dies 3 episodes later. So I don't know. I do hope episode 8 is on par with episode 4 and 6. Definitely. Nice. Congrats, Boston. Abeloth, I don't know. I haven't read the stuff that Abeloth is in, so I can't say too much. Colin, thank you so much for the 71 months in the Senate, my friend. Much appreciated. And yes, I think I am. I'm quite busy this weekend, but I was thinking like early next week, since that's usually when there's the least to talk about when we're waiting for the new new episode. I think Monday, Tuesday, or something like that next week, I am gonna aim at streaming some Fortnite, unlocking the skin together with you guys, and just playing some Fortnite, you know? Yeah, Dan, after this episode, I'm like 50-50 if they're dead or not. I think they might just be boosted up by Night System Magic or something. By the way, I definitely got to update those donation sounds because that sound is from Kenobi. Are there any lines, any good lines from Ahsoka that you can think of right now, from any of these 7 last episodes, from any character that would be good to have as a donation alert? Just an epic line or whatever. I'm trying to think. So definitely a Thrawn quote. I gotta get a Thrawn quote in there. Maybe the one about the what does it say? Dreams, reality, something. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. They didn't spray any green mist. I completely forgot about that. You're right. They probably aren't Night Sister. You're. Yeah. Now that you say that, I'm 95% sure they're not dead, because I completely forgot that we actually got to see them die and they didn't spray any green. All Balin lines. Or what's the best Balin line, do you think, Diogo? Something I could add. Yeah, that's a good topic for a clip as well. Wait, how's the clip doing that I uploaded the beginning of the stream? Not very good. Unfortunately. Wait, why is... That's weird. Power like you haven't seen. Yeah, that's the last thing he said to Shin. Oh yeah, that's actually a good thing. Last thing to Shin. I'm gonna write. That was a good. Was it like last? Patience is a sure way to not. I don't. Fuck. I can never remember specific quotes, but I know which one it is. Paras, how's it going? But is Abeloth like literally the mother to the daughter and the son, or I don't quite understand exactly how that works. Catherine, thank you very much for rejoining the Senate. Welcome back. You got the green back and the red back. I never remember which badge is that. Is that the 3-month badge, or it doesn't actually show when you hover over it. Nevertheless, thank you very much, Catherine, for returning to the Green Senate. Much appreciated. Mm. 2 months, yes, I see. She was a human who served the gods. So she wasn't as powerful as like the father, son, and the daughter? Where are the senators on this track? Well, I'm not sure what you mean with track, but yeah, there's not a lot of senators here today. There's a few of you. If you guys want to support the channel and help these streams coming, consider clicking that join button below. Yeah, you'll get the beautiful green name and the senator badge, as well as a bunch of emojis you can use as well. Mortal servant to the father, daughter, and son. One day she bathed on the pool of knowledge, wanting to become immortal, and corrupted her, becoming Abeloth. That sounds trippy. Glad you like it, Catherine. I still wish I could add the 4 or 5 year badge. For those of you who have been here longer than that. Who is stronger, son or the father? I guess they're kind of balanced, so it's hard to say. Favorite Star Wars character? Probably still has to be Palpatine. I just find him to be a very intriguing character from the start to the end. Yes, Ahsoka takes place after Mando Season 3. That's a long time, Catherine. That's when most people actually join the channel during the expansion packs for Battlefront 1. That's, I think, when I saw the most growth, surprisingly. Luke Skywalker is a good character, Paris. How do you think about what do you think about them bringing him back a little bit into the Mando stuff? Happy to see all of you sticking around the channel for so long. Appreciate it. Favorite Netflix TV series and what's your favorite streaming? Favorite Netflix series? Probably like Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul, probably. Oh yeah, they mentioned Ventress. I thought that was pretty cool. We got a name drop for Grievous, Ventress, and Dooku. Yeah, Better Call Saul was... I rarely think the prequel is better or like... But Better Call Saul, the last couple of seasons were just so good. So good. Paramount Plus. I don't have that. I don't even know what's on Paramount Plus. Yeah, I'm sure Seb shows up in like the movie or something in the future, but because now I feel like he's not going to show up in the finale since they're not even focusing on that galaxy. But yeah, Paramount Plus has Star Trek. I've actually never seen Star Trek. Do you think we'll see Tamura Morrison as Rex in a show? I don't know if it's like, is he alive by the time Ahsoka happens? I mean, they've made it canon that he's that old dude at Endor, right? At that point, he already looks pretty old, so... Don't know if we're gonna see him, to be honest. Do you watch Disney Plus or HBO Max? Well, I have both of them because they're different series, different content. I don't think they did make him that old guy, but they said he was at the battle. Oh, okay. So they didn't specify that it was him. But aren't clones supposed to age faster? Or can they stop that? Best hero and best villain from both Battlefront games you covered. The thing is, I remember the first game so vaguely, but I would probably say 9-Nub from Battlefront 1. Villain, I'm not sure, but I remember so fondly when they came out, and everyone was like, "Why the Nine Nab? Why did they make Nine Nab?" And then he was great, you know. Second game in terms of playing them, I still think Aiden and like Bosk are my favorites. They just fit my playstyle. How's it going, Will? Hello there. I'm doing well, thanks. Yeah, I thought Nine Nab was great. I mean, his pulse cannon, the turret, the proximity bombs. What's your favorite droid? I I kind of feel like I want to say Hyang after Ahsoka. He's been so good, like probably. Wait, what? After Star Wars Rebels ended, there was a leaked animated sequel show info that said Ahsoka would look for an artifact to give Kamino help Rex age normally. Interesting. Wait, so that was like before they decided. I mean, Kamino was obviously destroyed in Bad Batch, but that's interesting. I never heard about that, to be honest. So I'm assuming that was just a show they planned to do afterwards, but they never did. And then we got Bad Batch instead, most likely. Do you know any news about Star Wars Hunters game announced for Switch and other consoles? That one went silent. I mean, they seem to be communicating a lot out on Twitter. I know some people are like really happy about that. They're releasing new battle passes and skins, but I think it's so stupid. They're releasing battle passes, skins, new content, new maps, but the game isn't out on the Switch yet. The game isn't out on. I think it's not even out in the US yet, is it? I think it's actually available in Sweden, but I just don't want to play on my phone. And people are using an emulator to play it on PC instead. And I'm like, why don't they just fucking release the game on Switch? How hard can it be? Like, why do they have this such a weird release thing where they like release it on some platforms and some regions? It's just stupid in my opinion. It's kind of a shame because that's the kind of game we all wanted to see on consoles and PC as well, you know? Will, I fully agree. Although I thought episode 5, and 6 was better. Did you just change your profile picture, Will? Or is there two people called Will in the chat? Will Ryman. Oh, they're making it for Switch 2. I didn't even know that they were working on a Switch 2. Yeah, I'm not sure, Catherine. I feel like Thrawn would probably be like, if she just shows up there, but what's he gonna do with a runaway Padawan, you know? I feel like Thrawn either she finds Balin or Thrawn rejects her or something. I don't really know. How long do you think the last episode will be? Over an hour, hopefully. I feel like it's probably not gonna be over an hour, but you know, we can always hope. I just really I don't know. I really just hope it's gonna be at least 45, 50 minutes. I mean, you can have a really good episode at that length. Just there's a lot of things they gotta make sure they don't rush. That's what I'm worried about, to be honest. A 1 hour one, 1 hour long one would be great in my opinion. Oh, I see, Will. Okay. Usually some episodes they've kind of revealed how long they've been in advance, but I haven't seen that for the last couple of ones. We'll see if that shows up for the final. Do you think the last episode will announce what's coming next at the end? Oh, do you mean like announce the way they did with the Book of Boba Fett? I'm not sure, to be honest. Bespin Bulletin, how's it going, my friend? I'm doing well, thanks. Good to see you. Hope things are going well with you and all the coverage. I can imagine there's a bigger interest in your coverage now during Ahsoka. Yeah, I feel like obviously Ahsoka is setting up all the other series and the movie, so they're gonna leave on a bit of a cliffhanger. But I wonder, like you said, if there's gonna be an actual post-credit scene. Isn't Book of Boba Fett? Wait, Book of Boba Fett was announced in Mando season 2. Yeah, after Mando season 2, and that's the only post-credit scene they've done in any of the series, right? But it would be nice if we get something. I mean, Skeleton Crew is rumored to be in another galaxy, right? So if they somehow hint Skeleton Crew in, I don't know, hard to say. Uh, which game did you like more story-wise? Jedi Fallen Order or Jedi Survivor? I'd probably have to say Fallen Order, to be honest. Survivor is really better in all other remarks, as in gameplay. They basically evolved everything, but I did find the story to be more compelling in Fallen Order. You know, more Empire, Inquisitors. Um, although we still got, I don't know. I think so. I really think season 2 of Ahsoka is coming, but it's hard to know for sure. Skeleton Crew was lost in Star Wars Galaxy. Again, we don't know officially, but yeah, I don't know if I don't think season 2 was confirmed, to be completely honest. Well, the thing is, Star Wars Skeleton Crew was supposed to come out this year, but I think they haven't officially said that it's delayed yet. But I think it was in Bespin Bulletin in the chat who reported that it is getting delayed till next year. So I think so. And that was supposed to be the next one. And then, like, I know Andor season 2 was supposed to be like August next year, so that might be delayed until late 2024 or even 2025. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna recast Balin or if they're gonna let his character basically die in the next episode. I mean, obviously they filmed all of that before he passed away, so that all depends on what they planned out for his character. Yeah, I did enjoy the battle droids in Jedi Survivor. That was a lot of fun indeed. But yeah, guys, unless you have anything else to say about the last episode, I think we've covered most of it. And I think you guys were onto something. I should probably do a Fortnite stream early next week. Where I tried to get Ahsoka, basically. Perfect build up for the last episode of the season. I'm gonna have to reinstall the game, but I'll make sure all that works before I start the stream, so you guys don't get another tech issues updates, like I used to do. But my tech works better now, which is good. But as always, I really appreciate you dropping by, and thank you for the support on the latest videos. And if you want more of my thoughts on Ahsoka, of course, it's always on my second channel, Elliot Unleashed. I upload daily clips there talking about Ahsoka and theories and all of that. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. And as always, may the Force be with you.
Ever hear the tragedy of Darth Vader's life?
No, I thought not. I thought not.
Ever hear the tragedy of Master Windu?
No, I thought not. I thought not.
Do it. Do it.